Mech Warrior 5 Mercenaries has been delayed, and the game will now be launching on December 10 and will also be exclusive to Epic Games Store for 1 year. This shift from Steam to Epic Games, as well as the delay, may be upsetting to some fans of the game, and those who wish to have their purchases refunded can also access the game's FAQs for instructions on how to proceed. Mech Warrior 5 Mercenaries was supposed to launch in September of this year. The original Pillars of Eternity will be available on the Nintendo Switch starting August 8, and the Switch version is actually a complete edition which contains the base game plus its white mark, plus a Part 1 and 2 DLC expansions, as well as all the updates released in the PC version, including increased level cap, AI parties option, and new difficulty settings.
A generation born without souls, without a future. Do we choose our fate? Or are we instruments of the gods? You believe you are in control. But I wonder, where will your choices lead us?
The cover athletes of FIFA 20 has been revealed, and it's none other than Real Madrid's Eden Hazard for the game Standard Edition and Liverpool FC's Virgil van Dijk for the Champions Edition. I am lucky to have been on the cover, but then to be in FIFA 20 globally is amazing, and I hope that I excite many gamers as I do when I take the field for Real Madrid this season. And Hazard said she is also happy to be a cover star for the Champions Edition, saying that it's an extremely proud moment for me to be presenting Liverpool FC on the cover of such iconic game. Novarama is happy to announce that Kill Squad had a successful early access launch week, and the game has surpassed over 65,000 units sold, doubling the company's target sale for the first week. And the game also topped Steam's best-selling games list a day after it launched. And the Kill Squad community has also completed over 650 contracts in the first week, and also the average of 5,000 concurrent players from over 80 countries. Musical platformer Songbird Symphony is now available on PC, Switch, and PS4. This game is also available at a discount until August 1st in celebration of its release. Songbird Symphony is about to orphan clique called Burb, who also goes out on a journey to discover his true origin. The game promises exciting rhythm battles set across different maps, packed with secrets.
They do not
Northgard
fear
has
the
received
sea.
its new DLC, Clan of Kraken, as its name suggests. The new clan worships
Fear
the
the
Kraken, a
dragon.
huge sea monster in the form of a squid. And the clan comes with new buildings, which also includes fishery that players can place by the lakes or at the sea. And then the clan's female members can also be trained into Norns that have a special ability to generate the mystical weird resource, and full details about the clan are available on the
Train
game's
female
Steam page.
villagers to become Norns. Norns to become Valkyries. Hit the road to Valhalla and pray for your opponents. They do not fear the seas, but they should. Fear the Kraken.
Bethesda has dropped a surprise at QuakeCon. The company has announced that three classic Doom games, Doom, Doom 2, Doom 3, are now available on the PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch. Each game is available as a separate purchase and not as a bundle, and Doom 3 is now also available on the Xbox One, while Doom and Doom 2 are already both available in backwards compatible titles. Magnus Games' cooperative multiplayer JRPG adventure Religion is coming to Steam Early Access, 505 Games has announced. And the game will also be available starting August 30, 2019. In the early access build of the game will allow players to access the last phase of the game's development. The development team will also take this opportunity to gather feedback from players as they work on finishing the game. And the game's world, Athea, they will be expanded with additional biomes during the early access run. Canada Games and John Deere Soft SL multiplayer sports game Smooth Summer Games is available now on Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4. The game's Xbox One release has been delayed to August 8, and the game will also have to 4 players complete for the gold medal in 18 athletic events, and it also has other game modes, including practice, challenge, and championship. Business Tycoon Game Tech Corp is now out on PC via Steam Early Access. And the business simulator will help players to create their own tech firm and run it with the goal of becoming the next big tech company in the industry. And players will also start with the technology of the 90s, and the game's full version will also be launched in 6 to 12 months and will also include the ability to create social media platforms and shopping sites.
Those days, Will used to have
Cloud
a
saves
mellow
are now
cloud
available for a
pace.
couple of new games in the Epic Games
Attending
Store,
customers
and this was
during the
also
day.
confirmed by Epic's team Sawani on Twitter after a follower asked him if the feature is indeed available since he spotted it in the settings of a game called Moonlighter. Sawani also added that on his tweet they still have a bit more work to do before rolling it out more widely to the other games.
He remembered. As a kid, there were dreams of adventures, monsters, and mysteries to be solved.
Remothered Tormented Father's launch has been delayed. Tormine Games announced, and the game was originally planned to be released on July 26, but the developers changed it to August 30, 2019. According to Stormind, they opted to delay the game's release to polish and tune the final product. They further said, we want the Nintendo Switch version of the Remothered Tormented Fathers for North America, Europe, and Australia to be released that lives up to both the standards of our players in our studio.
They have never heard of Dr. Reed. She is not what she claims to be.
The Electronic Arts and NFL have aligned the sports schedule of the Madden NFL 20 Championship Series with the leagues. NFL VP of Gaming and Sports Rachel Hogland said in a statement that they view sports as a key accelerant to growing the NFL and that sports enable new ways for young fans to engage in the sport through Madden NFL competition. By aligning the schedule, this the way AA and NFL are wanting to keep both viewers and gamers engaged. The back at QuakeCon Bethesda has surprised attendees with the announcement that Doom 2, and Doom 3 are also now available on Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4. This is also true for players, and the Xbox One as Doom 3 has also been made available to the console. In the case of Doom and Doom 2, both have been released on Xbox 360, so for those who wish to play it on the Xbox One, they simply need to re-download the games on their consoles. The Dota Underlords will be getting separate casual and ranked modes in its next update. With the two modes separated, players won't need to worry about risking their rank. Rank mode can be unlocked by completing at least 5 challenges in casual mode. Daily challenges, which can be played in solo or in co-op, are also still available in casual mode. In ranked mode, however, daily challenges can only be taken on in solo. The Bethesda revealed at QuickCon at Doom's internal multiplayer battle mode will have 6 maps and 5 playable demons when the game launches on November 22. Players will play as the 2 demons in battle mode can choose from 5 demons: Revenant, Pain Elemental, Mancubus, Artiville, and Marauder. These demons have the ability to drop hazards, summon minions, and place traps for the Slayer. The player who will play as a Slayer, on the other hand, will have access to a wide array of guns, mods, and gear. The Jackbox Party Pack 6 collection will be adding 2 new games when they are coming this fall. Game number 2 is called Dictionarium, and it supports 3 to 8 players. This game will help players come up with a definition for a made-up word. Push the Button is the 3rd game, and it supports 4 to 10 players. And in the game, players will figure out who's the alien among them, and the chosen player will be voted out with the push of a button. The Jackbox Party Pack 6 collection is available for PC, Xbox One, Switch, and also in PS4.
Responses seem a bit odd. Once you think you know who is an alien, place them into the airlock and push the button. Oh, and did I mention that if you don't find the aliens before the timer runs out, we will all die? Well, we will, so don't screw it up. Push the button. The game determined to bring back yelling at people.
The 4-player raids are coming to Fallout 76 Bethesda announced in QuickCon 2019. Raids will be coming to the game as part of the standard adventure mode, which is set to receive major updates this year. Raids will be available starting August 20, and the first vault is called Vault 94. The raids are going to be challenging, so Bethesda highly suggest creating a team of 4 players to take them on. Vault 94 will have a lot of puzzles as well as reward at the midpoint, so players will not leave empty-handed if they fail.
Useful piece of land to preserve ourselves.
The Techland has confirmed that they are working on the next-gen console versions of Dying Light 2. This means that the game will also be made available for the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Scarlet. The plan since the beginning of production has been to make a Dying Light 2 a first-generation title, says Techland Chief Technology Officer Pavel Ropulit. Dying Light 2 is expected to arrive in 2020 for PC, PS4, and also in Xbox One.
And these choices we take to survive will create the world to come.
The Cygames has released a new trailer for the Grand Blue Fantasy versus News character Percival. The Percival, also called a Lord of Flames, and will be joining the game's roster as one of the playable characters. He wields a sword, which he can set on fire to allow for additional damage. The trailer also shows one of his powerful moves, a Pillar of Flame. An official release date for Percival is yet to be announced. The Nintendo will be releasing a special video for Sensation on July 30, which is expected to include details on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's upcoming new DLC fighter, Hero from Dragon Quest, and the presentation will be hosted by Smash Bros. Director Masahiro Sakurai and will be taking place at 6 a.m. PT. The announcement said that the presentation will include an in-depth look at upcoming DLC fighter, Hero, as well as new details and when the new character will arrive. A massive bag was found in Team Fortress 2, and players have apparently been abusing the glitch, prompting Valve to disable inventories over the weekend. Valve is yet to issue specifics about the bag, but reports say people have found special items and crates where they were not supposed to be. Players can still access their items in-game, however, they won't be able to trade or buy them in the market interface. The DRM-free version of Blur, which won't be launching on GOG on its global release day, which is August 30, GOG said in a statement that the game will be available in their store later in 2019. The company also said they are issuing refunds to those who pre-ordered the game. Refunds will be sent to the original payment method and customers used to pre-order the game. Wargaming has launched a new major update 0.8.6 for World Warships, which celebrates the French Navy. This update gives players the opportunity to unlock French destroyers early by completing missions and directives. The French Ark will also be having its first update, which comes with a brand new map as well as new seasons of clan and ranked battles. There's more to this update, so head over to the game's website for full details.